Right, hi everybody, welcome to G's Tite Lines, and what a glorious morning. So I've just dropped my lad off at rugby training. He's got a couple of hours rugby training. Tide is on its way in. Couldn't resist it, could I? So I've bomb burst this morning. I've quite literally chucked stuff in the car, so I'm not really sure what I've got with me. I know I've got some metals, other than that I don't know. So I've headed down to North Fistral. For those of you that know the area, you'll probably recognise this from a few of my earlier videos, quite early videos actually. It's mid-October. There's a few pollock been coming out. There's been some gar coming out. A few decent bass as well actually that I've seen online. So I'm gonna have a couple of hours, not long. I've literally got to wait for the phone call from Matt to say that he's finished rugby, and I've got to nip back up the club and collect him and then get back home. So we'll give it a few hours, try and get you some footage, try and get a few fish, and see how we get on, eh? But anyway, even if we don't get a fish, what a glorious morning to be out. Guys, stay safe, thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you with some fish in the net. Cheers guys, and tight lines.
Won't you make it right?
Looking fairly fishy, isn't it, guys? I reckon we'll have a few fish today. I sincerely hope so anyway. If not, you won't be seeing this video. Right, made it down. That was a bit of a lump. I haven't had to stay up for a while, but luckily the rocks are all dry. So what am I fishing with today, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'm going to be fairly simple fishing really, not kicking the backside out of it. So to start off with, I've got my HTO rockfish. You've seen this rod before, I've done the review on it last year, and if I'm brutally honest, I've been very impressed with it ever since. Seen me some good fish actually. Only thing I would change on it possibly would be the eyes. I haven't been particularly impressed with these single leg eyes, but anyway, I'm divulging, that's not why I was talking to you right now. So it's my 5 to 20 gram HTO rockfish, lovely little rod, served me very well. And then on complementing that, I've got my Daiwa long cast 4000 with 15-pound Daiwa J braid. I've got about 2.5 3-foot leader, 25-pound fluorocarbon leader onto a BBK quick link, game quick link, and I will be fishing with that today, starting off with at least with my trusty and faithful little major craft power jig mackerel pattern with the VMC size 2 on the back and the glittered assistant on the front. So I'm going to be chucking it out not too far, just working around the edge of the reef into the rocks. You've seen what comes out of here before, guys. I've had really good wrasse sessions off here. I might change up and stick a weedless Texas rig on, chuck some Senkos about, see if there's any wrasse. But really I'm after some whitefish today, garfish and bass if they're about. If the bass are about, I've just realised I've actually picked up, in my rush to get out of the house, I've picked up some surface lures, so might chuck them on and see if they fancy hitting off the top. But I haven't seen any signs of the bass yet, so I don't imagine they're here right now. Anyway guys, I'm going to attach this little beauty, have a cast, and hopefully bring you some fish. Guys, as always, and again, thank you for joining me. Tight lines.
Honey, I need love. I need it all the time. Honey, I need love. Won't you make it right?
There we go guys, fish on. Not sure what it is, it might be a gar actually. Is that a gar? Yeah, it's either a gar or a big lance. Oh, look. Hey, look at that. Nice one. Ain't seen one of these for a little while. There we go. Look at that, cracking little fish. Absolutely beautiful little thing. He's taken that right in the scissors. Right, let's get him unhooked. There we go. Right, these are actually really good eating. A lot of people get put off them because they got green flesh, but I'm not going to keep this one. He's not on the biggest side, but he's not a small fish. I'm going to let him get back because I think they're absolutely stunning looking little things. They really are. Thank you, my friend. You saved the blank. Right, let's get him back. Put him in the net. There and recover. There he goes. Excellent. Fantastic. Guys, fish on again. That was in quite close, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's another gar. Yeah, another gar. Oh, he's off. He's off. Bugger. That was in really close as well, just along this edge here. I'm going to have to move myself up a bit, I think. Oh, what a shame. Second fishing, what, half an hour of fishing, so I can't moan really. And that's the problem with gar, they got such small, petite, fine mouths. They really do thrash about. So just landing one in itself is an achievement. Let's see if we can't get another one, because normally where there's one, there's a lot more. So I'm just really retrieving this back in nice and slow. The occasional pop and bang, and then they're just hitting it. Not like the short-nosed gar or the alligator gar you get over on the stateside. These little things are now like tissue paper. I know they're out there, which is a good sign. Oh, it was a cormorant just dived there. That's a really good sign. And that went in with some oomph as well. Maybe the mackerel is showing up. I don't want to catch a cormorant. Joined now by about 5 tinsmy chuckers. If the cormorants are working and the mackerel batches are here, normally good signs. I'll tell you what, those garden half stink. Think like a Grimsby trawler. Whew. Well, watch this here because we come up over the reef. Yeah, nice and high. The right time for the mackerel, about 2 hours off high tide. As a general rule around here, and probably across the UK really, you're going to go mackerel bashing. 2 hours either side of high tide is always your best mark. It's always a pretty dead cert. If they're going to be there, that's when they'll be there. Here comes the commercials. Someone's flicked a switch and all the predators have arrived at once. Cormorants, tinsel chuckles, lure anglers and commercial anglers. So who's going to be underneath and hunting? Right, let's get some speed into this lure. Cast back where I've had those two gar, because I know there's fish there. Slap line up. That's the life there, isn't it, guys? All right there. Oh, there's a fish. Is that a fish? Definitely a hit. I've got a fish on it. I think I've got a little gar. Yeah, there we go. Thought I could feel something. I'll wind them in nice and tentatively. Thought so. It's a small one. I'll tell you what. Get the net, because I don't think he's particularly well hooked. There we go. The most orthodox way to net a fish. Right, let's go see him. About half a mile away, but we'll go see him. Here we go. Alright, mate. Oh, he's a little one. He's got himself on the assist up there. This is the beauty of these rubberized nets. The hooks just come straight out then. Alright, friend. You got yourself in a bit of a pickle there, aren't you? Look at that little hook hold. There you go, guys. Little Atlantic gar. Prehistoric looking things. Get them in there and take a little photo. There we go, it's getting back in. So actually, let's have one more last look at him. For those of you that aren't familiar with gar, because they're not that common. Great fun for kids to catch on a float. There you go, look at that. Prehistoric looking little things. And like I say, they're not bad eating, but a lot of people get put off them because the flesh is actually green before it's cooked. So it tends to put people off. But we'll let him get back. Sit him in there for a minute. And away he goes. Proper job. Nice. Right guys, unfortunately just about to hit prime time with the tide and I need to go. I've had the call, I've received the call. So what a couple of, well, it's not even been an hour, has it really? I've been fishing, let's have a look, let's see what time it is. So it's 25 to 11, so I started fishing at 10 to 11, so just short of an hour. 2 gar, nothing spectacular, but just a lovely way to pass a couple of hours. I can't recommend it enough, guys. It chills you out. I've had a busy week at work on a course, so yeah, just really nice. While I remember, guys, for whatever reason yesterday the channel qualified for the YouTube community. I don't know if that means that we're getting somewhere with the channel and it's hitting certain status, I'm not really sure, but just keep your eye on it. So the tab is now available on the home screen of the channel. I'll show a picture of that in a second. And then just keep an eye on there, like with the G's Tite Line Facebook page. I'll just keep updates on there on my upcoming trips, work trips, fishing trips, etc. Any news, friends catches, other people's catches who share them with us, product reviews that are coming up, etc, etc, etc. So just keep an eye on there. If you can go on there, check it out. There's one post on there so far. I put a post on there about the drone, so just keep an eye out, and it will just give you an idea of what's happening coming up in the future. And as we grow and we get possibly some product manufacturers involved, we'll start to run some competitions and stuff for produce. All right guys, products, not produce. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. It's been really chilled and I've had a nice few fish. So guys, stay safe as always, take care of yourselves, tight lines, and I'll see you all on the other side. Bye 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 bye.
Honey, I need love. I need it all the time. Honey, I need love. Won't you make it